We found the home because the developer, called Solidspace, we followed it and admired the work they've done. So much so that the last house we owned was developed by Solidspace. They were set up by Roger Zagolovich, who won a host of architectural awards, and he had this idea to develop these homes that have open living. That's Solidspace's whole raison d'etre. It's all about volume. So when we learnt they were doing this building, we thought, let's have a chat and see if we could come to a deal. The design elements we loved about the building when we first saw the plans. First of all, they had chosen to employ AHMM as the architects. They've done some incredible buildings in London, so that was very exciting. We knew it was going to be a concrete frame building. We knew they loved plank mock concrete, which you see sort of behind me on the wall. They wanted to create this sort of, how did they describe it, as a modern Milanese villa in central London. So that sense of space, combined with the use of concrete and the wood, which warms the building against the concrete, is great. My favourite room depends, I think. It depends on the day, it depends upon the time of day. At the weekend, downstairs in the library, when the light comes in there during the day, it's a great place to read the papers, read a book. But then during the evening, in the winter, it tends to be upstairs. The area we've created as a TV room because it's cosy. But then the kitchen, because you've got the sense of space, you can see the whole flat. Entertaining here is great, so it just depends. The surrounding landscape is obviously exciting because you're in the middle of London. The views from the flats, it's ever-changing, ever-evolving. But when you're sat on the roof terrace, the sun's going down, the Shard's lit up, and it's fantastic. We sit below London Bridge Station. Being able to jump on the overground train and be in Charing Cross in like 8 minutes is so useful. I mean, getting around London is so easy from here. Being a few minutes from Bermondsey Street and a few minutes from Borough Market, there's just a smorgasbord of restaurants and bars. You see the same faces, you get to know the store holders. It's like a village in the middle of London. It's fantastic. Because AHMM had a very strong view of how the flat should look and feel, there was limited amount of change we could make. We were able to upspec the walnut finish, and then we also could upspec the bathrooms, so we did that and had marble bathrooms put in. And then an interesting thing we were able to do was take out the third bedroom, which sits above us, and create this lateral space where at one end we have a study and then the other end the sort of TV area. But that's not to say a future homeowner couldn't come in and put the bathroom and the bedroom back in. It'd be quite easy to do, but probably you'd want to keep that. We've spent a long time picking the individual pieces to make the home our own, and we haven't rushed that. So a key piece is to start the flat with the rugs by a French firm called Courgelin. When we first saw a Courgelin rug, we just thought they were amazing. So we built the room around those two rugs. And you have to start somewhere. We very carefully tried to look at each room, see what works, what doesn't. I love collecting art and sort of very different styles of art over the years. And so it's nice, I think, to combine contemporary pieces with some interesting antiques and mid-century furniture. So that's what we've tried to do, and hopefully it works. What makes a house a home is very much the pieces you put into it. I want to live in a home that is really comfortable. I can't bear these homes you go into where there's a sofa you can only perch on. I want it to look, stylish and have nice pieces. We very much have worked hard to make it somewhere that when you shut the door, the world goes away and you can just relax. Just look at the seat I'm sitting on now, which is the dining room chairs. They were very carefully chosen to make sure you could have a very long, boozy lunch and still be comfortable and enjoying it. So that's kind of the approach.